outside to get the morning started, but it is, I especially like the chickpea curry. We're gonna move on now to eat another breakfast dish that you cannot miss when you're in Peshawar.
The place is called Siri Pae. These are legendary
Mika pie.
and a very famous pie in Peshawar.
Oh yes. Okay, this is gonna be the real breakfast, and you can already smell the meatiness of it. Assalamualaikum. Has to be one of the coolest stalls I've ever seen. That's the meat. Person grabs, fishes out some of the meat and some of the trotters. He kind of scoops that around, puts it into your bowl, and then he reaches into the giant tilted pot, clay pot, and fishes out some of the soup, and then puts that on top, and then finally finishes off with some desi ghee, which looks like it's infused with chilies and oil and spices. It looks so rich, so comforting and warm. One of the more beautiful looking red oily dishes I have ever seen in my life, and you can just see the meat. It's just ultra falling apart. So you've got the combination, it's like 50% of the cow foot, which has just been rendered down into just gelatinous floppiness, and then 50% of the meat, which is just, it just looks like stringy fall apart tender. Oh, it's just, you can't even, it's so tender and just dripping with the desi ghee and that spice. Look at that meat. Okay, I didn't even get any of the trotter on my first bite, but that's just the meat. Look at that. Oh, the garlic in there. You really taste the garlic. That's so rich. It's so oily. And that meat is so tender. It's just like all oozy goozy things all together in one single bowl. That you can tell it's just been stewed for so many hours until it just completely harmonizes together. And then just wrapped up in more just like liquid meat. That's gonna be jiggly. Wow. The liquid collagen. That trotter, it's just, I mean, that's the skin and fat combined, but it's so soft, it just melts in your mouth. But you've got every kind of like oozy, gelatinous, like jelly texture in your mouth all at the same time.
I always used to think that Lahore has the best payas, but I think Peshawar has even better payas than Lahore.
Look at that chunk. Look at that chunk I just pulled out. Oh, and you got things that hang, just gelatinous bits that just can't control themselves. It's like one of the richest, but most flavorful dishes I've ever had, and that's just like pure glorification of meat. Another thing that you'll notice is that the bread here, the tandoori roti, is thicker than most versions that you'll have, and that's because you actually need it. It helps because you have to mop up all of that ghee, all of the oil, all of the fats, all of the gelatiny trotters. You got to mop that all up with the bread, and so you have to have that thick, spongy bread. It's a tradition to drink green tea in Peshawar. Also, you'll see green tea all over. I'm sure we'll be drinking more green tea today. And what's great about it though, is that it's not just green tea. They also crush a few pods of cardamom and boil that within the tea, so you've got that essence of cardamom. Shukriya. That was amazing. Oh, shukriya. Shukriya.